used to run a little rocket, but what? The police them did stop it, and the hard was to happen. Still, me have to make a raise, cause me come off age and me want to go real. I was walking down the road.
2. Damien, can you hear me on your audio file, your audio monitor, your audio tools? Hi, my name is Bruce Thompson. I'm a friend of Junior Tomlin. We hang around in Chelsea after hours together.
Yes, drinking champagne.
Champagne with the Chelsea pensioners.
Yeah, Most of whom, it was quite fun.
Yeah. I like the Welsh one. Are you off, Damien?
2-2.
2-2.
2-2. 2-2 me,
All
2-2 me. 2-2 me. Right, cool, we're good.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh dear, mate. That's not a good sound. Oh dear, mate. That was better.
Oh, that's better. That's better. Nice. Okay, cool.
Right. Okay, let's go.
I love Portobello Radio. Probably the best radio station in Ledbroke Grove.
Well, we like to think so. Good afternoon, everybody. It is October. It was a horrible morning, but it's a lovely afternoon.
Yeah, man.
We're sitting here at the Muse, surrounded by the final night, or final weekend of collapsing new people.
Rob Birch.
Yeah.
Amazing exhibition. Yeah, man.
I'm Piers Thompson, but there's someone else sitting to my left.
And my name is Junior Tomlin, otherwise known as the Salvador Dali of Rave.
That's
Indeed
right.
He is.
A regular contributor. But you're here, of course, because Isis is at a conference in Berlin.
Yes, that is true.
That's her story, and she's sticking to it.
No, too right, too. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. And I'm Greg Weir. Hello.
Hello. And we've also got the lovely Grace, our trainee reporter.
Grace.
Hello, Grace.
Hello, Grace. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
Gracie in the house.
We've
Love
got
it.
loads of guests coming in. We've got Tweed from the Native Spirit Festival. That is the festival of films featuring or by First Nations, that is Indigenous people.
Yeah.
We have the lady who does the rotis and the doubles
nice.
down there at the Tabernacle to tell
Brilliant.
us how to deal with that.
Excellent.
We have Isabella and her daughter who sell the African dolls down there.
Ah.
We got Sister Carol joining us at 5 because
Brilliant.
Junior has got to go off to just tell everyone where they're selling your work at auction, Junior, just so we can prove we have only the premier correspondence on this.
Yeah, man.
My work has been sold at this lovely place known as Bonham's.
Bonham's.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that the NFC stuff or whatever? NFC stuff?
No, it's nothing to do with
NFT, that's
NFTs.
all.
It's to do with like old flyers.
Yeah.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
What, are these originals or what?
Well, the original flyers from back in the day.
Yeah.
Sold in a collection by Toby Mott.
Oh, Toby. Him of his parish.
And
Brilliant.
not printed in the library last week at all.
No, they're not printed behind the shed or anything like that.
No, lovely, amazing, absolutely amazing. That's top work, sir.
Yeah, I can put that on my CV. Junior Tomlin has done Bonhams.
Yeah.
Yes, mate. Not only done, Veni Verdi Vici.
He's done the V&A,
You conquered
he's
it,
done
mate.
Bottoms, he's
I
done
need
it
to
all.
do the V&A and I need to do Tate Gallery and the Barbican and all those places.
Soon come, sausage. Soon come. Yeah, man. Brilliant. Absolutely
Anyway,
brilliant.
we're obviously celebrating Black History Month, and this is a song by one of the greats of black music about another of the greats of black music. It's Master Blaster
No
by
way.
Stevie Wonder.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that of course is Stevie Wonder from the Hotter Than July album.
What an album that was as well, man. Mental.
Yeah,
Absolutely
really
mental.
brilliant album.
Yeah, super tune.
Super tune. So,
Yeah, man.
as we said earlier, we got ISIS is away, and we can't replace ISIS with just one person.
Irreplaceable,
We've
that
got
one.
3 people to replace ISIS.
Yeah.
Junior's going to feel the heat after an hour, so he's going to leave us.
Yeah, man. and then he's going to tag team with Sister Carol, who isn't called Sister Carol anymore. We'll find out about that later, won't we? Brilliant.
We will find out all about that.
Yeah, man. And we got Gracie doing her hair, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So it's all real in this particular house. We are broadcasting from 269 Portobello Road, otherwise known as the Muse Gallery. Come on down. Come down.
Yeah,
Check
there's
us
a
out,
show
man.
on finishing this week, Collapsing New People, which has been very well received.
Man. Yeah, not half.
And there is an event on Sunday afternoon here, which is a kind of... It's not actually an artist talk. It's where an artist sits down and listens to what everyone who comes in, has to say about the pictures. So that's
cool.
quite an interesting take on an old show.
That's a nice concept. I like that.
But before we get inundated with our guests who are on their way any minute, Junior, we have to ask you, Black History Month, it's, I think people are finally getting the message that Black History happens, in June and February and other months. But does it mean anything to you, or is it a load of old blah?
It's the sort of thing I'm like a little bit conflicted with. It's like, why take 1 month to celebrate Black History where Black History has been going on since the dawn of time?
Yeah, good point. Very good point.
Charlie Phillips has a take on it, which he calls it Black Work Month.
Yes, because that's when he gets all his jobs.
There's people like himself get loads of jobs during Black History Month.
Yeah.
That's a slightly cynical approach from a lovely man, but I mean, there must be a grain of truth in that as well.
There is. They always contact you if they want to basically fill a gap in their Black History Month programming.
Yeah.
But it's also good, that it just shows the world what we as a people can do, have done, been through, and all that.
Yeah. It was quite interesting last weekend when we had Isis talking with Eben and with Grace, in fact, because Eben almost told Isis, not quite, but almost told Isis that she thought that Isis went on about race a bit too much. It was very interesting. She said she'd had no experience of racist incidents, it's a fantastic improvement on 50 years
It's a beautiful
ago.
thing, and not the first time I've heard that.
Well,
She's 13.
She's got years to come.
Oh, she has, but fortunately, we're in quite a changed world now, which is brilliant.
Well, the world is changing, but unfortunately, it's not changing fast enough, and there's a lot of people who still hang on to old, outmoded, and outdated ideals.
Dinosaur shit, yeah, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
dinosaurs should be left buried.
Yeah, definitely.
And actually, funnily enough, as you know, I'm secretly addicted to Nextdoor, the kind of neighbourhood watch of social
been
media.
a bit toxic over the last week or so, I must confess. But yeah,
There has
go on.
been quite a lot of people calling out incidents of racial abuse.
Interesting.
Some little old lady got abused on Westbourne Park, and everyone jumped up. It's all very easy, isn't it, to say, "Oh, how awful" on social media, but.
Yeah, but it also feels that the society that we're living in now is getting more angry.
Yeah.
There's more incidents of people being angry
About anything.
really about anything, or the gripe has just become bigger.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, well, we can probably look a little bit at the old cost of living crisis, our old friend there. Don't you know, when you're feeling broke the whole time, you're less likely to have a kind of sunny disposition.
Yeah, because there's always the last straw.
Yeah. Is it the gas bill? Is it the Lidl bill? Which one is it going to
Yeah,
be?
because I really feel sorry for the older people who basically they have very little, and they're being hammered to death by bills and everything, and they have to make hard choices whether they eat or heat their place.
Yeah. Yeah, no, very, very, very well put.
Who'd be old?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
we are.
Yeah, we are. We are, sadly. But, at the same time, there's wisdom
Yeah,
that
but
comes
we're
with age.
old and we know tech. They're old and they don't know tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
And they
you're
have
right,
to use
yeah.
the internet to use certain services where they don't know, so they have to ask people.
Yeah, though it has to be said that there is.
Thank you, boys.
What was that?
I have no fucking idea. But
someone like threw
a load of stuff through the window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
how hilarious.
Here we are on the Portobello Radio, where all life happens. Let's have a tune, and we'll come back. And we are going to ask you if you've done any events, Junior, during Black History Week, but after Salt. Yeah, that of course is Salt, that extraordinary album that came out, I think, during lockdown.
Wasn't that amazing?
Called
Absolutely amazing.
Untitled, and that is
Beautiful.
from, it was a double album, that is from the one called Black Is.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. No, it's superb, absolutely superb collection of wonderful tunes. We love Salt, they are amazing. When's the next album coming out, guys?
I don't know, they pumped them out for a little while, didn't they?
They did,
they
did.
We're here with Junior Tomlin, who actually is depping for ISIS. Junior, tell us, have you had any gigs this month?
I haven't had any gigs this month, but tomorrow...
Oh, yeah. Mañana.
Yeah, I will be at 7 Torrens Street, Angel Islington, at this event called The Rave Story.
Oh, cool.
What's that? Tell us a little.
Yeah, it's been put on for the last 2 years by a DJ called DJ Billy Bunter.
Oh, yay. Brilliant. Yeah.
So he's invited me down to like put up a art gallery where I like to be selling stuff straight from the walls and on my desk display.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I'll be there with like 2 other artists.
Yeah.
And there'll be like 3 floors all playing different forms of like electronic, lovely music.
Wow. What's the name of the venue?
Electro Works.
Yeah, we know it well. Brilliant.
Yeah,
behind
didn't we
Angel
stream
Station.
that to Mexico?
We did,
one time
to the
about
world.
5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
And,
well remembered.
And this time I'll be also selling a new addition to my stuff called slip mats.
Oh, can we
yes.
have a pair, please?
I'll be selling my slip mats. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we could definitely do with a pair for Portobello Radios kit. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Let me know. Hit me up, bro. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Super. This is a new line of merch that you're into, or what? Yeah, good stuff.
It's a new line of
Very
merch.
good stuff.
Christina? Hi, Christina. Our next guest is in the room.
Christina
so why
is
don't
in
we
the
play a
house.
tune?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Just picking up on what you were saying, Sam Cooke once sang, a change is going to come.
Oh,
Yes.
tune.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Lord, there've been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Yeah, that is Sam Cooke. A change is gonna come.
Yeah,
we
man.
are delighted to welcome our first guest this afternoon, Christina. Hi,
Good
Christina.
afternoon,
How you
everybody.
doing?
I'm great, thanks.
Great.
Happy to be here.
Now, you are a proud Trini,
I am
and,
indeed, yeah.
and you celebrate that in food.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm coming from a history of my mother being the first lady to bring that culture, food culture, to the carnival environment. Starting with Panorama. You know, she started off in the back of a car selling roti for £3.50, and it kind of just opened up a way for the trust to say, let's make something great out of this and have more food stalls and represent the culture a bit more, you know?
And I remember she actually used to come round. She'd be on the Portobello Road as you stumble out of your boozer. For us, it was the Warwick Castle. And then a roti. Wow, that was literally just what you needed.
It's so true. Yes.
So you've taken up the family tradition, as it were.
I have, because we was her main support, you know, and because it was such a loved and appreciated, well, cuisine.
Yeah.
We had to continue the legacy, and not only that, but maintaining the spices and the authenticity of Trinidad.
Do you have to have the spices flown in?
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Trini?
and we do visit quite often, so
Yeah.
we tend to bring back our peppers and our pimentos and.
They must love
our
that at
seasonings.
customs.
Yeah, they're actually quite cool with it, though. Funny enough.
Oh, can you smoke any of this?
No, I wish.
You wouldn't. I think smoky or chili could end
Yeah.
up in a really nasty
Really
situation.
bad
Bad
way.
way.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Do you also do boss-up shirts?
Yes.
Oh.
So we're talking about boss up shot.
Yeah, you have to explain to the rest of
Dalpuri.
us what is
Yes.
bus up sharp.
Bus up shot is originated from south of India, so it's just the flour with some oil and ghee, and they hit it until it's like ripped pieces of flour,
Yeah.
cooked flour, and it just goes perfectly with curry.
Oh, really?
And then
Amazing.
you've got the dalpuri, which contains the yellow split peas,
Yeah.
grind
Yeah.
with seasoning and all sorts. in
Yeah.
it. I mean, there's variations of roti. You know, you've got sada roti, you've got all sorts. Yeah.
Because of
so-
course Trinidad, I mean, a lot of the Caribbean islands had influences from all over the place.
Of
But you've
course.
got Indian, you've got Chinese influences.
Yeah, we've got Chinese influence.
Plus
we've
you've got African influence,
African
and
influence,
then
yes.
you know the influence of
yeah,
Milo.
European influence, exactly.
Indian.
So it is a cosmopolitan island, very rich with, you know, ancient everything. Because
Yeah.
we're talking about trees that came from, you know, China. They brought all the herbs, so Trinidad's quite full of
So you got every which way.
Yeah, quite a rich place. Yeah, indeed.
So how did you start cooking? I mean, at your mother's knee? as it
Yeah,
were?
just helping her because she's the only person, so she had to enlist her children, and I was the one
Keeps them
basically
out of
flipping
trouble.
the roti for her, helping her pack it. Carnival time, we're on the road helping her. So yeah,
Amazing.
we just
That's amazing.
learnt the skill.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit more about the roti itself.
Yeah.
Obviously, us around the table, we're quite well versed with that particular cuisine.
Okay.
But for those
Yes.
out in Radioland who might never have heard of a roti,
Yeah.
Wow.
go on, wow, indeed. Tell us a
Yeah.
little bit,
Yeah,
a
they're
little bit
lucky.
about the nature of the roti and what goes in it.
Yeah, well, dalpuri is obviously the main one, which everybody.
Which is kind
flavours,
of basically
yeah.
a curry made with split peas.
Yeah, well, it's the flour. So
Yeah.
you have your flour and you fill it with the split peas. The split peas is seasoned with pepper, garlic, all the Indian spices. And then you roll it out and you cook it on a platter, on an iron platter.
Yeah.
And once that's cooked now, you have any filling you would like.
You flip it, obviously.
Yeah, you flip it to make sure
So
it's
it's a
well
bit like a
cooked.
pancake.
Yeah, it is like a pancake,
Yeah.
Without
but
the egg.
savoury. Yes, it's a savoury pancake with
No
more nutrition, such as peas and stuff inside. So,
Yeah, okay. All
and then
right.
you can have the filling, which you have the base of the filling, which is potato and chickpeas,
Uh-huh.
and then any curry flavours you want. So it
I
could
could
be
have
curry
some meat.
goat.
I could have meat in there. if
Yeah,
I wanted
curry
to. Yeah,
goat.
thank goodness.
Is the favourite one. Everyone loves curry goat, and you got the curry chicken. You might have curry prawns.
I was going to say, do you ever do it with fish?
Yeah, there's fish. You
Yeah,
could do
okay.
the boneless fish and
Yeah.
have that in your roti.
Or just pure vegetarian?
Yeah, pumpkin.
Yeah.
And then a lot of chutneys go in there. So
Oh,
you could
beautiful.
have kuchela or mango chutney.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
Yes.
man.
Are
I'm
we
getting hungry right
Yeah,
now.
we are salivating big time over here. Big time.
Get me a bib.
Oh.
So
You're going to need it, bruv. You're going to need it. Doubles. How about
Oh,
doubles?
yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
doubles.
that's. I was going to come to
Oh, were
doubles.
you? Oh, right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but just to say, I mean,
Yeah.
I first ran into your doubles at the Tabernacle because from whatever July, August, you're up there
Yes.
selling them on Friday and Saturday out of the shack,
Yes.
and the queue is round the block.
Yeah, always.
yeah.
Even
always.
people who aren't at the tabernacle.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
pop in
it's
through the gate for a quickie. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What is
Yeah.
a double?
Yeah.
Just to pick
Yeah, doubles are mini. I would describe them as like mini rotis without any peas.
Right.
And
Okay.
we call that bara. It's known as
Alright.
the bara. And it's filled with nice spicy chickpeas, complemented with all the different spices, such as you've got the shada beni, which is known as like a similar to coriander.
Okay.
So you got your shada beni spice, you've got
Yeah.
your tamarind spice,
Ooh,
you've got your
beautiful.
hot pepper sauce,
Yeah, man.
you got your cucumber chutney,
Ooh.
and it's a perfect vegan delicacy, you know, street
Beautiful.
food.
I
Every
love it.
morning in
That-
Trinidad, it's like
That I love the
Yeah.
fact that you don't have to be anywhere and you eat it out your hands.
exactly,
It's wonderful. Absolutely
yeah, and
wonderful,
it's a quick grab, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, doubles you have to do fresh, don't you?
You
They
do,
not
it has
keep,
to be
man.
fresh,
They do not
yeah.
keep. So yeah. Straight off the platter
Yeah,
into
because
your
even
mouth.
if you buy it now and you take it home,
Yeah, it's
not
already
the
gone.
same. Yeah,
It's already
exactly.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny you say that because that is proper street food. My
Yes.
big beef about the street food kind of revolution is it's
Yeah.
actually people selling takeaways
yeah,
off a stall. It's not
exactly.
street food. Street
No,
food is a little
it's when they
paratha
prepare
there,
it right there and you
and
eat
you have-
right
Yes,
there.
and eat it
Exactly.
on the
couple of
streets.
doubles there, you get a bit of
Yeah,
fish off the bloke
exactly.
further down.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know
That's the
how
way it should be.
that's exactly you know how it's supposed
Yeah.
to be.
It's
yeah.
not called take home food.
Yeah, street food. Yeah,
Like,
Eat it by the street.
yeah, because in Trinidad, you got groups of everybody just lining up and eating their doubles. They're ordering one double, two doubles, and they're just
Then you
eating
can have
away.
it in a paper bag. You don't need a styrofoam cup.
Exactly.
Gregsy, did you find a Trini tune?
I didn't know. I thought
I've
you
got- yeah,
have you
it's
got
all right.
something lined
Well,
up?
I got Savannah
Brilliant.
Grass. It's,
I could have found that. How adventurous.
and then
Excellent.
I've always wanted to know where Savannah Grass is. Maybe we'll talk about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's in Port of Spain. Savannah Grass is where all the bands must go across the savannah. Yeah.
We're talking about that in a minute.
Everybody coming in, we ready to go, yeah. We gon' make them jump, we gon' make them turn up, we gon' make them whine, we gon' make them free up. It's the place of Bacchanal, in this street botanical, this carnival. I want you to find your way, everybody on stage, oh God, oh. If you're coming down from the mountain, oh God, oh. When the rhythm beats in town, see me jumping on the savannah.
Yeah, this may be the time to remind all of you out home, particularly those of you with deep pockets, that Isis is very disappointed that I have never been to Trinidad, so she feels that we should get the listeners to contribute sending me out to Trinity because of my love of mass,
No.
my love of soca.
No, you'll poison those poor people, man. You'll poison them.
I think we should do a We Fund You to send us all here
Oh, yeah.
to Trinidad.
I think
with
that's a
Isis
better
and everyone
idea.
House to
Round
recognise
about
that and
February
do
the
a
9th
show.
would do us fine.
You know it. Absolutely. No, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's all go Trini. I love it.
You will
I
love
love
it.
it. Yeah.
You
man.
might not return though.
Ah,
the
that's
only
not such a bad thing. That's not such a bad thing. Yeah.
I can see in his mind he's burning his passport.
We're here talking to Christina, who it's blown my mind because it was her mum who sold me the rotis when I tumbled out of pubs back in the day.
Wow. Did you not know that prior to this particular encounter?
Well, you know what? I had a suspicion, but
Yeah.
I didn't know. No.
How exciting.
Christina,
I love it. I
we've
love it.
talked about your unbelievably fabulous food and the doubles and the
Yes.
rotis.
Yeah.
We mentioned that you could have got them at the tab in the summer, but where can people get them now?
Well, I do catering on demand. So
Okay.
if you have orders for roti skins,
Yeah.
or if you're having any events or anything like that, we're known as Sweet Hand Cuisine.
Sweet Hand.
Yeah, Sweet Hand Cuisine.
And
And you
Okay.
can find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Great.
I would like to announce my phone number, but is that wise?
Well, have you got a website? Or you got social media?
Yeah.
Let's do social media. Yeah, man.
Okay, so you can look me up on Facebook, Christina Bedeau.
Oh, nice.
Great.
How do we spell Bedeau?
Bedeau.
Wow, very French. I
Yes,
like
it
it.
is
I like it, darling. I like it. J'aime ça.
Was there a French influence in Trinidad? Of course there
What?
was, because
What?
that's
Where's
why
he
it's
been?
called. It's why it's called mass. 'Cause
Yeah,
that comes from a
exactly.
French
And Juve.
Juve.
Oh,
Juve.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ju-
So
Alright,
you got
so-
the Italian.
Can we edit
and-
that bit out where I look
Yeah,
an
yeah,
idiot?
yeah. Definitely.
If you want to.
But my French name is actually coming from Grenada. as well.
Okay.
Oh, you got Grenada.
Yeah, my father's Grenadian.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Brilliant. Brilliant. What a lovely position to be in. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But this is also why you're so fantastic at cuisine, because of course the French are fantastic for cuisine as well.
Of course,
and,
exactly.
You know, we're about the only European country that's rubbish at it, to be fair. But, you know.
I think England went through too much, you know.
Yeah. Also, I mean the word.
I had to say it. Go on.
There's a
just
lot,
say
a
it.
lot.
So-
England
so
went through a
too,
lot.
too much eating
No,
turnips.
but England went through a lot, and
Ah.
until they reached
I
the
think-
point where they've had to, you know.
Eat turnips and potatoes.
Well, we
Sweet.
Well, we did. I mean, just pick up on that point. We did mess the country up
I
during
mean,
the
yeah,
war.
there was a
'cause
lot
we
of wars. There was a lot
we
of
dug
wars,
everything
yeah.
up and
Yeah.
I grew turnips because that was the easiest thing.
Yeah.
And through trade, there's,
Now
there's
the-
new food.
The folks back home will have missed that. We had an amazing conversation while Savannah Grass was on.
Right.
Because Junior, of course, you are Jamaican or of Jamaican heritage, and your food, which is an island, not or the food of your forefathers, which is from an island not a million miles away from Trinidad, is in some ways quite different.
Different, but sometimes some of it is the same. Yeah, because we still eat like yam, dasheen, banana, and
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah, otherwise considered as hard food.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still do things like we do crisp dumpling, otherwise known as bakes.
But I'm
Yeah.
shocked because I thought you lot called it fried dumpling.
Yeah, yeah. There's two.
What do they
there's,
call
there's
it
fried,
at JD's?
Yeah, there's fried dumpling, yeah, and there's like drop dumpling, as my mum used to call
Right,
it, otherwise known
okay.
as fritters. Like, yeah,
Okay,
we used to
yes,
do
yes.
saltfish fritters.
Yeah, saltfish fritter, yeah. And in Trinidad we call it Accra.
Ah, there you go.
It's known as Accra.
Yeah. Did you ever used to eat ackee?
Yeah, but not in Trinidad. It's not a local. It's not even there now. People don't.
So you don't have that tree?
No.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's another lovely food over in Jamaica. It's called breadfruit.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have
yeah.
breadfruit. Yeah. I
Have you
think
tried
that's-
roasted breadfruit?
Yes, definitely. Roast breadfruit.
What, in the fire after you?
No,
Yeah, you
in
could
the
barbecue
fire.
on
put
the
whole
beach.
thing in the fire like
Yeah,
that.
you roast it till it black
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
And then just crack it open.
No, you just peel it.
Yeah, peel it off and cut it. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, you know about the one pot where they put all the breadfruit with coconut milk and
Is that a
calorie
royal
bullshit,
boil
yeah.
down or wrong?
yeah, oil down. Yeah,
Oil down.
you know they have that in Jamaica.
We have something like a mackerel boil down.
Okay.
We do a mackerel
Oh.
with coconut milk. You just boil it
Oh,
down.
Wow, that sounds amazing as well. I like that. Right, Jamaica next.
Yeah, we're getting.
Exactly.
We're going to move up the islands.
I was thinking we're getting a cooking
end up in
show
Cuba.
out of this.
Come
We're getting
on.
a
Because when you
cooking
actually
show
think
out
about
of
it-
this.
We are. We
Yeah,
certainly
because
are.
when you actually think about it, yeah, a lot of the islands probably got like similar type of hard foods, yeah, all like originated like from Africa.
Yeah. And influences from Latin America as well, which is
Definitely,
the other
because
coast.
Latin America also has the same climate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
I wonder what trees were on, or what veg. Do you know what vegetables, what plants were on Trinidad, like before?
That was brought
Any-
over.
No,
before
prior.
anyone? No, when it was the Caribs and the Arawaks.
I do
and that
believe
sort of
there
thing.
are indigenous fruits to the Caribbean, such as pumarac. We call it pumarac, but in Jamaica they call it pear. You know the red one with the white
Yes.
inside and the big seed. It's like an avocado,
Wow.
but it's a fruit avocado. It's just
Sweet.
And what about the coconut? Is that indigenous or did that come
I
from,
think that was throughout.
time
Yeah, definitely indigenous.
for the full minute? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. It's such a fantastic subject, isn't it? Because food engages everybody. I mean, just we step back as you two were flip-flopping on what you call this in Jamaica and what you call it in Trinidad.
Yeah.
But it really brings people together. But it also, people's cuisine it shows something about
It's true.
their heritage.
It's so true. And that's why, being in England, obviously.
Yeah, just got a question.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, do you also have Morby over there?
Yes. You know, I asked my friend in Jamaica about Morby, and he didn't even know about it. Is that true? They have Morby in Jamaica, right?
No, because what they have in Jamaica, they Cinco Bible and Cersei,
Okay.
just as bitter.
Okay. So it's probably the same.
Yeah, but they don't make any drink out of it, though.
Oh.
Yeah, go on. What is Morby?
Yeah, Morby is like a tree, is a bark
Yeah.
Okay.
that you boil.
Okay.
It could be medicinal to cleanse the body.
Yeah.
It could be medicinal to cleanse the body.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got a bit of a
Yeah.
stuffy nose at the moment. And then, but you can make it into a very sweet drink, which is also still very good for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very refreshing drink.
Wow.
And it normally complements our tea or whatever we're buying.
Okay.
We always buy a Morby or a sorrel with that. Yeah.
Sorrel, we know.
Yeah, sorrel.
yeah.
Can you can't provide that over here though.
We could.
Really?
We could, yeah. They sell Morby barks here
Wow.
where you could make it and
Wow.
yeah. Funny enough, my sister was selling it this year.
At Carnival?
Yeah, in the Tabernacle.
Yeah,
Oh,
really?
wow.
Yeah, she was selling
Okay.
bottles of sorrel and Morby.
Oh, amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Amazing.
amazing because
Well-
So we could get that.
there's a lovely cash and carry shop on Goulburn Road where you can buy dried
Right.
sorrel.
You see?
There you
Yes.
go.
Ah.
Because my mum used to buy it fresh, and I used to end up picking it.
Yeah, the
Picking
fresh
up the
sorrel.
leaves.
Is it the same as our sorrel? Because my mum has literally
remember-
sorrel.
Oh,
Yeah,
but then they
remember.
know it as hibiscus also,
Yes,
isn't
hibiscus.
it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's got
and it's
big
red?
fat. No. Our sorrel is big green leaves. Very.
Okay.
It's like a really bitter spinach.
No, but no,
with a
but-
slightly
Okay.
citric taste.
Interesting.
Okay.
Come on. Dear. Oh, sorry, Isabella, who's our next guest. Hi there. Sorry, I made another boo-boo. Christina, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
I
you for
mean,
having me.
We're all salivating now.
Yeah, I know.
You couldn't
Even
go home and make
myself.
some doubles and be at the Tabernacle around 6:30, could you?
Put in a request.
Yeah. Well, I wish to just continue our service and,
Yeah.
you know, representing the culture and the taste and
Yeah.
making people feel like they don't need to leave London, really. They can
Yeah.
experience everything right here.
Yeah,
Well,
who
that-
needs
yeah.
the sunshine when you've got a roti or a double?
Exactly.
Absolutely. One of the
Yeah.
beautiful things about London is we do get
We do.
cuisine from all over the world. And it's down
Exactly.
to fantastic people like
Yeah.
you to
Thank you.
bring this amazing grub to our lips. Love it.
Thank you. very
Organise a
much.
Thank
taster
you,
session one
Christina.
day.
Just
Yeah.
remind everyone
Yeah.
what your company name
Yes,
is.
Sweet Hand Cuisine. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram. And my name is also Christina Bedu.
Amazing.
Spelt the French way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you,
Superb.
Christina.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Thank you,
indeed.
Christina.
Wicked, absolutely wicked. Shall I bung a tune on?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you know what? Hard times, I need some money.
Rising with the sun, wages stay the same. Every time I think I'm up, I'm down, but who's to blame? Coming out the grocery store, I feel like I've been beat. Cost of groceries don't make sense, check out the price of meat.
No, yeah, that was a quick exit. What was that, Gregory?
Oh, amazing. I Need Some Money by Eddie Harris, of course.
Of course, from the WAG days. We are delighted to welcome our second guest, which is, hello Lola.
Hi, I'm Lola Love Dolls.
And Isabella. Hello, Isabella.
Hi.
And we're delighted you've come in, because what we love to do as Portobello Radio is talk to people who actually trade on the market. Now, you're actually in the pods at the moment.
Yeah, that's correct.
But tell us a little bit about your business and how you started it.
So I started my business in 2018, 5 years ago, actually on the market. So 5 years trading, meeting people, selling the dolls, and just getting the business out there. And I got the pod this year, August.
And tell us about the dolls.
They're black dolls of all different black complexions and hair textures, which are Afro hair, which black people naturally grow Afro hair. So the dolls represent black children, yeah.
And I mean, I don't know how old you are, Isabella.
I'm 9.
9. So 6 years ago, of course, Isabella must have been 2 or 3. And
5 years ago.
5 years
Yeah.
ago. So did you came up with this as a response to what your own?
We went shopping looking for a black doll because I wanted her to get a black doll that represents her.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't there.
There was literally
in
no
any
choice
of the
at all.
shops. None at all.
We're talking 5 or 6 years ago.
5 years ago, yeah. And even now, in 2023, if you go to Hamleys or the toy shops, you don't see a black doll with Afro hair.
Wow.
You don't see it. I was in Hamleys about last month, and I actually done a video of all the dolls, and none of them had black skin with Afro hair.
Wow. Isabella, what do you think about the dolls?
I think that there representing me and my culture and other people who have the same skin color and hair texture as me.
That must be great. Have you got a favourite one?
It's one of the ones. It's like a baby doll and it has like this jumpsuit.
And what is it? He or she?
It's a she.
It's a she. And what's she called?
I haven't named her yet.
Wow. I imagine they must be kind of flying off the stall because, you're the only choice.
Yeah, there are a few black doll sellers online. But because I actually have, it's the first black doll shop in the UK that predominantly sells only black dolls. It's really busy, especially on the weekends. On Saturday, the shop is a small shop. It's hard to even get in sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really busy there.
No, I mean those pods, they are a bit tight.
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah.
Tell us about your day then. I mean, I'm particularly interested, I have to admit, in your day when you were on the market here. What kind of time do you have to get up to go and do a stall on the market?
Like I started when Isabella was 4, and I'm a single mum. So I had no choice. She had to come with me. We start the day on the market. I started off on the private market, Danny's market, and you've got to be there 6 o'clock.
Wow.
So I was up at 6 o'clock with a 4-year-old.
Yeah. Telling it was
setting
going
up
to be
the
fun.
store, leaving her sometimes with other traders and trusting the community to look after her, which they did. This amazing, lovely community. Keeping an eye on her while I go toilet, while I go quickly get food. Just trusting the person beside me to keep an eye on her. And then setting up, carrying boxes from the car to the actual stall, all types of weather conditions with a 4-year-old.
Yeah, not always loving it.
It's not but it was great when you see all the people and the children's reactions and the adults, their reactions to the dolls. That's what kept me going.
Yeah. No, I love that, the way you describe the kind of community of traders. I mean, I suppose there must be, everyone's up 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Whatever the weather is.
Yeah.
Everyone's, you obviously had a young child. Everyone's probably got something going on.
Yeah,
So you have to all lean in and help each other out.
And got to remember, I'm quite lucky because I live 1 road away.
Yeah.
But people that come, they sometimes have to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning to get here in order to get their pitch.
Yeah.
And there are some times when it's full up.
Right, and you get there at 6:05.
You get there at 6 o'clock, and there's no space.
Wow.
So then they've got to go. I've had even when I've come sometimes for a pitch, there's no space. But lucky for me, like I said, I can just go back home, which is round the corner.
Yeah.
But think of someone that's woken up at 4,
In Watford
left
or
their house
whatever.
at 5, and come all the way down here and hoping to get a pitch, and they're told they've got to go back because there's no space. It's potluck.
Isabella, do you remember the days when you were really young and your mum was doing a stall?
Yeah.
Was it fun? How was it?
It was fun talking to the customers.
She just does TikToks all day. She's just dancing and doing. That's her. But from my company, she's watched me and learnt from me, and that now she's got her own company.
Wow.
She started her company when she was 6.
Wow. Wish my daughter was like
Yeah,
you.
she does. She sells lip gloss and nail polish. It's called Isabella Love Lip Gloss.
Wow. That's amazing, Isabella. Tell us, Lola, what was it like moving from the Westway market to the council market out here on the street?
The Westway market is vintage. It's predominantly vintage goods there. So it's a bit more, it's a different type of customer. Whereas when I'm on the actual Portobello market with the council, it's a lot busier. You get, like I said, a different type of customer. So it's totally different.
Yeah.
And I like both. Both are, to me, still Portobello. So.
And now you're in one of the pods on Thorpe Close, opposite the Westway Trust HQ. How's that? What's the difference there? Is that a different
It's
clientele
easier.
altogether?
It's a totally different clientele altogether, but it's easier because you got electricity, so you can charge your phone,
Yeah.
and you're not in the rain. You don't have to worry about getting up at 6 in the morning. Storage as well, because I was storing all the dolls in the house and having to carry them up the stairs and down again. And there was a time that I was carrying boxes down the stairs and my leg snapped. And I still traded, believe it or not. I still traded on the market that day.
Wow, when you say your leg snapped.
Yeah, it
as
bent.
in- oh,
Yeah.
no.
man.
I tore my ligament.
No way.
But
Ouch.
I just still traded. I just still did it.
Hardcore.
And then it swelled up and I had
Yeah.
to go hospital. I was in A&E.
Wow.
But now, having the pod, I don't have to carry things around.
Yeah.
I just open the door and
Lovely.
trade and close the door
Easy. Yeah, man.
when it's ready to go home. And then I don't need to go toilet as well. Just lock the door and go toilet. You're not thinking, oh, I'm leaving all my goods on the street and is she okay? Is Isabella okay? It's less to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which means you got more time to think
Yeah.
and sell
Yeah.
and do whatever.
Yeah.
Who makes the dolls?
I get them manufactured from a supplier.
And what you design them?
I design them, so I say what hair texture I want them to have, what skin color I want them to have, what clothing they want them to have. I can also choose the sizes as well. I've customized entirely the packaging. There's a picture of my daughter on the side of the packaging because she was my inspiration behind the whole company.
Yeah, man.
Well done.
My socials are on the packaging as well. So
Fantastic. And what about online? Are you?
I'm
you
online.
got an
I'm on
presence?
Etsy.
Oh, good. Cool. Very, very cool. Talking
Thank
about
you.
socials, what are your socials? How do we find you?
So on Instagram, I'm Lola Love Dolls.
yeah.
On LinkedIn, I'm Lola Love Dolls.
Wow, you do LinkedIn.
Yeah,
Very, very
I'm on
official,
LinkedIn,
darling. I like it.
Yeah, I've been told that that's a mistake. We should be on LinkedIn. It's
Yeah, you
the
need
I
place
think
to
we
be.
are. I think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LinkedIn is it's the way forwards, isn't it? To connect with
Other businesses.
other businesses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And talking about other businesses, you have some fantastic neighbours down there where you are at the moment. Is there any integration between you guys?
the other pods.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all get on really well.
Yeah.
They're sister size.
Yeah.
What's Plug Calling,
Okay. Unity Grove.
Unity Grove, Love's Kitchen, Emmanuel.
And
yeah,
everyone's doing quite well though, because I mean,
Yeah.
there was, there's been a bit stop-start with the pods, hasn't it? I mean, it took forever
during
to
the
put
week
them
it's
in.
really, really, really quiet. Even when the market's on, in the week, down by the pods is you can hear a pin drop.
Right. Okay.
But I'm there. I
Yeah.
just sit there every day.
Very, very
And it
cool.
helps
Yeah.
your online presence to have a physical presence.
Exactly. It's always good to have
They
an
know where to
address.
find you.
And when I was on the market, you're never in the same place twice.
Yeah, true.
They move you around, and people come back, and they're like, "Oh, I couldn't find you last time," and you miss out on customers that way. Whereas now I have a fixed address, people know where I am.
Yeah.
I have a location.
Yeah. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant,
Thank
superb.
you.
And there must be a little bit of passing trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Saturdays, it's really busy.
Good, really good. Yeah, man. Hard graft.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you for having
Lola.
us.
That was I mean, you gave us a great picture of what it's
Thank
like to
you.
be out there with the product that you've come up with, and it sounds like it's doing all right.
Thank
Well,
you.
It's a brilliant product, to be fair. It's a
Thank
brilliant
you,
product. I
yeah.
can see a lot of people out there really, really wanting one. So that's terrific, absolutely terrific. You've got to come back again and tell
I
us how you
will,
get
I will,
on.
definitely.
And well, we hope that at some point in the not too distant future, you'll get a mainstream retailer
Yeah.
picking up on your product.
That's the plan. I've had
and getting it
meetings
out
with
there.
department stores
Good.
in June.
Well done, excellent.
Still in the pipeline.
Yeah, of course.
And
everything's
maybe
work in
one day
progress.
there'll be one with a Portobello Radio T-shirt.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
on,
That's
you
actually
see,
a good
that's-
idea. I
that
can
is
get
a
one done. I
mental
can get
idea.
any of them done.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And Isabella, everyone wants to know, what about your company? What are the socials or the website or whatever? How do people get the lip gloss and stuff from you? What do you sell?
I sell lip gloss, lip balm, and nail polish.
Uh-huh.
And to get my socials is Isabella Love Lip Gloss on TikTok. I mean, not TikTok. Instagram. And then I have a YouTube channel as well, which is Isabella Love Lip Gloss. And if you wanna buy a lip gloss, you can DM me on Instagram, and then we can send it to you, or you can come to the shop.
But the pod shop. Wow. Fantastic. Lola and Daughters. It sounds like it's going to be a huge conglomerate before too long.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Brilliant.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wicked for coming in. Please come back again. Tell
We
us
will.
more.
We will. Thank you so much.
Good luck with everything, man.
You put us in
Mental.
dreamland.
Was that live?
Yeah, that's live.
All right, let's go. Thank
Greg
you
said
so
nothing's
much.
happening. You're going to have to play a tune because literally nothing's happening on my computer for some reason. I can't work out.
Come whether you whine or grind. I say whether you whine or grind. Can you shake it up right on time? I say shake it up right on time. Well, the first thing she asks is you have your brush. If you have your brush, you can avoid the rush. Come whether you whine or grind. I say whether you whine or grind. Can you shake it up right on time? I say shake it up right on time. She want a rough rider. He want a cool stroke. Come whether you whine or grind. I say whether you whine or grind. Can you shake it up right on time? I say shake it up right on time. Boy, but watch your man. Because the sound a lead the way. The sound a lead the way. You got to understand is how it's in the front and top about the uptown sound, the ranking sound. You got to come around. I see you rub it uptown and you rub it downtown. Your body sound a lead the way. Lord, I see you rub it all around, but you are going like a clown. Your body sound a lead the way. I tell you about the uptown sound there. I tell you about the unity sound there. Love and unity. Love and unity.
Yeah, we're sorry to cut the beat. That was the beat, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely
That
was,
it.
man.
Sorry to cut the beat off there, but our next guest has walked in and she's got a rush to the printers. So I'm going to get Grace, our trainee reporter, to do a quick interview with Tweed from the Native Spirit Festival.
Oh, sorry. This is a Native Spirit Festival, Industrious Film Festival, and it's on the 23rd and the 29th of October. Please tell me about it.
Okay, it's the Native Spirit Indigenous Film Festival.
Oh, sorry about
No
that.
worries, no worries. It's very industrious. A bit too industrious, actually, for me. And starts Monday the 23rd and runs right through till Sunday, the whole week of October. So that's the whole of next week. The film program is various times, but the film program is 6 till 9:30. Coming at 6, there's also an accompanying print exhibition of some film stills by some of the filmmakers.
So, Tweed, tell us very briefly about what you mean by Indigenous films. Is that like loads of...
It's really complicated.
Yeah. It's films made by First Nations, by Indigenous people, about their own topics. Some is features, some is pop videos. Tell us a bit more.
That is it. The exactly it. So it's just a descriptive term. So Indigenous, where I mean, it's really. So let's just say, for example, some of the posters in the exhibition about Dine, artist, activist, musician. We would know Dine more as. Dine, I think is how they say it. So I can. We know them more commonly as here as Navajo.
Right.
So that's the biggest indigenous nation in America right now. Then you've got like Inuit and Inuk from Greenland and Canadian Arctic. There's people from, under the umbrella. It's an umbrella term, isn't it? For all the people whose names we don't know that they call themselves. Garifuna, Arawak, like this.
No, because I mean, last year you brought a fabulous gentleman from Honduras, if I'm not much mistaken.
Yeah, from Mexico. He's from the Mexico, or in English we would say like Mosquito Coast.
Yeah.
Honduras. So there's 50 films, and I think about half a dozen posters by Clay Benali. They've got Indian art themes on 30 themes for the whole of October. That a whole bunch of artists are doing. So he's knocking out some really stuff that's on fire right now. We've got some of his older work, and then there's some stills, as I said, from another Diné filmmaker. It's called Indian Alley. It's about street art. There's one alley in Los Angeles that is just Native American street artists, wall artists. And I thought that would tie in nicely to a project that's come up and coming in the area. And
fantastic. No, we can't keep you from the printers. I know you've only got 10 minutes to get to Queensway. You sent me a couple of suggestions for tunes, one of which was Superman.
Oh, Superman!
What can you tell us? I mean, there's a fantastic video. It's Superman spelled with an A. If you care to look at it on YouTube, but why did you choose Superman? Who is he? Is he Navajo?
No, I think I'm going to embarrass myself. I think he's Crow.
All right. Okay, but he's Native American.
Yeah, under that, as we say, umbrella term, broadly speaking, he's he's one of the people that's grown up on the reservation. So there's quite a distinct, quite a difference between, you could say, in indigenous people or nations growing up in urban situations, and people on the res. So the res is like a contained area, reservation. It's exactly what it sounds like, contained area. People have their own ID cards. For a while, it was a colonial way of keeping people all in one place and basically segregating them and kind of...
Yeah, we get the picture.
Keeping it separate.
Dare I say the words?
Oppress?
You get what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
So
course.
those reservation systems, I think it's important for people to realise some like history right now. Those reservations influenced the camps in Germany, because Mr. Hitler himself was very... he was really keen on Native American culture anyway. So there's a whole cosplay fan thing going on in Germany, people dressing up as wearing headdresses and appropriating and annoying people. There was an author called Karl May. I'm going off a little bit of the topic of the festival, but it just shows you how far and how wide all these things go.
Wow.
Amazing.
Well, we'll definitely have to Google that one.
We will.
Superman, why? Tweed, thank you for coming. It starts on Monday right here at the Muse Gallery.
Exactly. I was going to say venue, and it's about films as well. We haven't really...
I know you like funky stuff. You told me you like funky stuff on the station, so I thought let me try and find something with some beats, funky, and he's definitely got that.
You're amazing.
Right.
Absolutely amazing.
Is that all good?
That's all fantastic.
Come, people.
Beyond fantastic, that is.
Come next week, people.
Yeah,
I want to see you out in numbers.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We're looking forward to seeing some fantastic little movies and enjoying the native spirit.
Thank you for giving me another chance to
a pleasure.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
absolutely.
Okay, have a good weekend, people.
Oh, thank you so much, Twee. Take care.
How you wanna when they yo
Why is one man rich and another man poor? Why we ain't satisfied? Why we gotta have more? Why your suicide rates on the rest so high? Why I tell you the truth but you say don't lie? Why is being a good father at an all-time low? Why is it acceptable? Yo, why I don't know. Why she blame him and he blame her? It's useless. Ask yourself this question. Why you making excuses? Why do parents gotta bury their kids? Why we text and drive, not caring how scary it is? Why it's so hard to forgive and leave the past behind? And if you did, then that's divine. Why don't you help your brother when you see him fall? Why do we act like God don't see it all? Why do we call them black, them white, them Asians and use labels? Now that's racism.
How you wanna when they How you wanna when they yo why? How you wanna when they How you wanna when they yo why? How you wanna when they How you wanna when they yo why? How you wanna when they How you wanna when they yo
Why is there innocent people locked up for life? While some people can't say nothing nice. Why do we always gotta question what all of it means? And why won't you follow your dreams? Tell me why. The night when you took my dad, why'd you let me see my grandpa cry? And tell me why. And why do you choose to hide, even though you was born to fly? And tell me why. And why don't we turn from all the hate? And why don't we learn from all mistakes? Why do I keep on wrecking these fat beats? And teachers don't make more than professional athletes. And why? And why? And why? And why? And why? And why?
How you wanna when they How you wanna when they yo why? How you wanna when they How you wanna when they yo why? How you wanna when they How you wanna when they yo why? How you wanna when they How you wanna when they yo why?
Yeah, that is Superman with Y. And the Native Spirit Festival, which has been at the Muse for a little while now, is on again starting on Monday. We don't actually, I'm afraid, have we don't have the timetable here, but if you go to the website nativespiritfoundation.org, you will find everything told to you as you need to find it. Great. All right. That was me waffling on because Greg was next door.
Getting some foodage, some foodage, absolutely, yeah, man.
And we are delighted that Sister Carol has joined us again. Hi, Carol, how are you? Nearer.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, it's way better.
Oh, thank you so much for having me today as a kind of like little mini stand-in for our sister Isis, who's in Berlin. Big shout out to you, Isis.
I'm sure she's listening.
You know, yeah,
she couldn't be without us.
She will be listening. This is like her. This is her baby. Yeah. One of the babies. One of them.
Yeah, Friday afternoon. Yeah, it's like Crackerjack. We're the new Crackerjack.
It's like Crackerjack, exactly.
Mental.
Coming in from school. Or was it Scooby-Doo? Maybe it was Scooby-Doo.
I don't know, but you got a pencil with it, that's for sure.
But yeah, I just want to say, thank you for having me. And it's nice. I've just had one of those days. I'm sure a lot of people, will appreciate, what it's like. It's really tough at the moment.
This week's been quite tough.
It's really been like the vibes and everything. Yeah. It's just a lot. We all know there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a huge amount going on.
And it's rippling out in all kind of ways. And it was so nice to get off the station at Labrador Grove.
Yeah.
The market.
Well, we're always happy.
We just kind of like came through that. The first thing I did was I ran into Adluna and I bought myself a candle. Right.
Oh, nice.
I love their candles.
Smelly.
Listen, if you haven't had an Adluna candle.
Where is Adluna?
It's just down by, where Sister Size is?
Yeah.
The little pop-up, well, they're not quite. They're more than a pop-up, the pods.
We were just talking to Lola, who has one of the pods.
Oh, yeah, one of the pods. So I went into Adluna. There's my favourite candle is called the Protection Candle.
Oh,
and
good.
I'm telling you, I will literally... I'll put a bit on it. You cannot not love that candle. And they've just got different candles for different, all different the vibes. Months.
Yeah.
And then you've got. Do you want to smell one actually?
Yes, please. I'd love
Come on,
to
then,
smell
you
your
just-
candle.
Do you smell my candle?
You smell
Get
my
it,
candle.
get it near to the mic so the people back home.
Okay,
Can
there,
have a
yes.
Sniff too.
Hang on,
Here
you've
we
got to
go.
open it.
It's in a very pretty
up.
bag as
I
well, all presented
know.
gorgeously. It's
and
amazing.
it's got some crystals on top. I don't
Oh,
know.
come on.
Oh,
It's
you're
got little
right.
crystals. Go on,
You're
go
right,
on.
you're right
You
up
see,
Greg's
you see what
strata.
it is. What it is.
we
is
are.
that actually-
Greg's
this
going
is
to
what
just
you
get
get.
out and do a review in a minute.
This is what you get me for my
So, yeah.
Christmas or birthday present.
Yeah, you know
Go on,
that.
have a
You
smell
know
of
that.
Ad Luna.
It's absolutely astounding, actually.
And what's it smell?
Smells
What would you-
amazing.
It's got. Well, I'm
Absolutely
going to pass
amazing.
it around. I'm going to pass.
And it's got some, you're right, some beautiful stones on top.
Yeah,
sunk
you've got
into
crystals in
and
it.
it's presented in a beautiful Hessian
So
sack
this
as
one,
well.
so
It's
this
gorgeous.
one is the candle for Cancerians. I'm a Cancerian.
Oh, yeah.
So June is my birthday, June 28th. Anyone fancies getting me another candle?
Ah, yes.
And this one here, and this one has got bergamot, neroli, and jasmine. Now have a lid, have a whiff of that.
It's an Earl Grey candle.
Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? Pass that on to Piers now. Pass that on.
It is a bit Earl Grey. I like that. I like that. It's a good way of describing it.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
good way of
afraid my...
describing
Piers is not, I have to say,
I may have
listen,
done something to my nose when
I
was
think,
early.
I know,
When I was
something. He
younger.
really didn't. He's the only one here who didn't just react. He went,
I'm a Leo.
It is.
You're
It's
a li-
gorge.
ah.
Absolutely gorge. Let me
Yeah.
pop it back in your beautiful bag for you.
Let me put it over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so then
Oh,
I
yeah.
came. So
Sorry,
then
it
I
needs to go in
came
that
through. So I came past Ad Luna.
Yeah.
Then it was like, you know, you've got the lovely bustle of the market. It's a lovely time of the day, isn't it, on the market?
It is.
This
It's
time
all
of the
very, very
day,
groovy. Yeah.
It's really nice. It's like we're not we're in autumn. We're not in winter. And everyone, it's that vibe. You know that vibe of let's just catch the last of the summer vibe. You know, I mean, Piers is here and he's in his t-shirt.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah, that'll do.
Got people
That'll
just
do.
hanging out and just having a bite to eat and something to drink, and it's so it's just like it's been a tough week, but it's always really nice to get onto the Portobello Road.
Yeah.
And I bumped into Mikey's cousin, Roland, and we were talking about doing a memorial for Mikey.
Oh.
So getting some tunes together, finding a space in Labrador Grove, and just and invited.
This is the first time you've been on since Mikey passed.
That's right. Yeah.
Most people will know him, but
Long
just
John, cup of tea, icon of the area, very beloved. Very much a kind of, like Mikey was just a bit of like a backbone of the Caribbean community, and also loved by other members of the Labrador Grove community. His fairness, his honesty, integrity, huge knowledge of Labrador Grove, sci-fi movies, music, reggae music, and he was and he loved this area. He never ever. I think I was the first person who I got him to move out of this, to travel out of Labrador Grove. We went to Totnes. I've got good friends who live down in Devon in Totnes,
brilliant
and
place.
he loved it because it's quite eco. It's very eco, alternative communities doing things for the planet.
That barter stuff,
Which is that
with no money and things.
There is that. Yeah, and he was very much into the planet. For him, it was all about the planet. Everything else, he said, Carol, you said all of this stuff about politics, about racisms, about ethnicities. It's all a distraction. The main thing we need to worry about and to care and to really is our planet.
Yeah,
because that is
good.
what we're standing on. If you can't look after your planet and you don't have at home, well, then there's no human race.
Yeah.
So he was also an incredibly logical person. He struggled a lot in the last couple of years of his life, particularly. He'd had a stroke 17 years ago.
Oh, poo.
And then in the last 2 years before Mikey passed, his health, started to really deteriorate. So when it's always this thing, isn't it? When it's like, there's that real sorrow that person who's been very close to is no longer here, but at the same time I really truly do believe that he is so at rest. And with my beliefs in the ancestors, interesting coming along, just joining in the conversation as we're talking about indigenous knowledges and honouring indigenous knowledge.
It's great, the
This
Native
was-
Spirit Festival, isn't it? It's brilliant.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I'm going to
brilliant,
be
yeah.
there because that's exactly what, I connected with Mikey. He was very much a pragmatist. So when I was an initiate with the Earth Centre, he was not he was like, well, Carol, that's your thing. That's what you like. He was not, he was very pragmatic. He goes, if I can see an ancestor, I'll believe in it.
Oh,
but then at the end of his
okay.
life, Mikey did see the ancestors.
Yeah.
He did,
Yeah,
and
good.
so I know he is with the ancestors, and that gives me a lot of comfort.
Brilliant.
So
Brilliant.
so this is
Yeah,
all
man.
part of
Yeah.
the indigenous knowledge, and it's always, I think, what I would say is that there is this deep synchronicity in life.
Mm-hmm.
So the indigenous knowledge would say that everything is connected.
Of course.
So,
absolutely.
indigenous belief is talking about the connections between people, between our plant world, our animal kingdom, even this sentient.
Yeah.
This table.
Yeah.
You take it down to its lowest levels and it's like, it's energy.
Yeah.
It's frequencies. You wouldn't think that
Absolutely.
this is frequencies, but that is a frequency. This is a frequency. So all of this is all connected. So for me to come here and sit here and just at the time when there's somebody talking about indigenous knowledge, and that was what the last thing I was talking about when I left work.
Oh, wow.
Also is also like, for me, resonates with that this is the connection.
Yeah.
This is, for me, I always see these connections in our lives. So so
Amazing.
coming back to Mikey, there I was. It was no accident that I bumped into his cousin Roland. Shout out to you, Roland, if you're listening. Great DJ as well. He doesn't have a DJ moniker like Mikey. Mikey was Cup of Tea, but they played music together for many years, and so we said, right, Carol, gonna get in touch with you. We're gonna organise a memorial for Mikey. Let's get it going.
Yeah, brilliant
So
idea.
perhaps we could connect
Yeah.
with Portobello Radio.
Why not?
On
Why
this
not?
memorial, because Portobello Road was Mikey's favourite place in the whole world.
Amazing.
Was the Portobello Road, and so what more than to have you? In fact, can I ask you to check out a tune?
Oh, we'll
for
see if we
Mikey,
can find it.
if
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, go on.
I mean, Mikey. I'm sorry, Mikey. He's got so many iconic, But let's do. Oh gosh. There's one. Well, there's a Cool Runnings with Bunny Wailer, and there's Dennis Brown. Is it Listening to the Father or Ask the Father, or it's one of an early Dennis Emmanuel Brown, and Mikey introduced me to it, and it is absolutely beautiful. He wrote it when he was 14 years old, and it's so simple, and it was just about listen. I've got to get the actual title. It was
It would be good. I have got a Dennis Brown in here, and it is called Running Up and Down.
Not Running Up and
No.
Down. Probably another time, but we'll do. Let's do a. Let's do a
I'll
Bunny
tell you
Wailer.
what. I've got up now. I've got another tune by the Hallucination, an indigenous band from the Halusi tribe in Canada, called Burn Your Village.
Burn Your Village. Well, that, as you think, will you agree with me, connects exactly to what I was just saying, does it not?
Well, let's burn the place down.
But-
Brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Yes, they've got great power, so without your help, I know I
We're taking the land which is rightfully ours. Years from now, my people will be forced to live in mobile homes on reservations. Your people will wear cardigans and drink highballs. We will sell our bracelets by the roadside. You will play golf and enjoy hot hors d'oeuvres. My people will have pain and degradation. Your people will have stick shifts. The gods of my tribe have spoken. They have said, do not trust the
the treatment of American Indians today by the film industry. Excuse me. And on television in movie reruns, and also with recent happenings at Wounded Knee.
You're taking the land which is rightfully ours. Years from now, my people will be forced to live in mobile homes on reservations. Your people will wear cardigans and drink highballs. We will sell our bracelets by the roadsides. You will play golf and enjoy hot hors d'oeuvres. My people will have pain and degradation. Your people will have stick shifts. The gods of my tribe have spoken. They have said, do not trust the pilgrims. And for all these reasons, I've decided to scalp you and burn your village to the ground.
Everything's being ruined. They don't care about people living on that land.
So a religious disaster, it's something, it's like genocide is one thing for Indian people. So
hundreds of indigenous women murdered or missing in Canada. A haunting national disgrace with no solution in sight.
How long has there been no water where you live?
For years. And all the springs, the spring water, they're dried out.
Sometimes they have to kill us. They have to kill us. Because they can't break our spirit.
Yeah. That's a hallucination. That is quite a bleak vision of the res experience, but no doubt pretty true. Carol, we have now finally found the Dennis Brown. We're going to play it straight away. What did you want to say about this tune?
Yeah, I want to say that this was a tune that Mikey introduced me to. This Dennis Brown. It's a very early one. He was about 14 when he wrote it, and he was. I mean, we know that Dennis Brown was he was a musical genius. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, he was one of. You know, Mikey would say that Dennis Brown was for him right up there in terms of, like, you know, reggae.
Well, go and check out 20th Century Deadwise if you don't know.
Is it? Yeah,
that's an unbelievable album.
Yeah, and I think, and this was a tune that we played at his funeral because I think it really sums up Mikey's sort of like passion for the earth, and maybe at this time now. We're going through what we're going through is just to remember. It's a very simple tune, but the simplicity of it is so beautiful for us to remember to pay homage and to really connect in with nature, the beauty of nature, the simplicity, but the strength, and how much we rely on nature. We rely on our planet. So, Mikey, this is for you. With love.
Singing away their time. Look at the sun, how it shines bright in the sky. All these things were created by the Father. Look at the grass.
Yeah, that is Dennis Brown, created by the father. What a fabulous tune. What a fabulous tune. Now, I've got a couple of issues. Well, not an issue. One is an issue and one is... I'm very impressed. I saw the other day on Nextdoor or Twitter X, whatever it's called, there was a post from Turning Point, who the drug rehab people who've been on the radio.
A few times, yeah.
A couple of times.
Aren't they?
Yeah,
Are they?
Nathan Weasel's son works with them.
Ah, right.
Anyway, they'd put out a warning about some heroin in Shepherd's Bush that is killing people, and the police actually retweeted or whatever it is
Re-X'd.
you do. Yeah, re-X'd that. So I was quite impressed that the police had finally decided that if there is some dodgy heroin going around, it's better to tell people about it and just nick them and put them in jail.
And they got that from the radio show, or was that?
No, they got no. That was it was some public service
They
alert.
responded, yeah.
No, if any policemen are out there listening, hi,
Yeah.
we're waving to you. Because as ever, we are on YouTube. Just search Portobello Radio plus Muse, and you will find us.
Yes, indeed.
Wave at them.
Hello.
But today, my impression of the police was came down a few notches because I'm cycling down the Portobello Road on Market Day, as I have done for I worked it out 42 years, and a copper told me I wasn't supposed to do that. I said, "Don't be daft. I've been doing this for 40 years," and he said, "You've been doing it wrong for 40 years."
I'm sure he didn't say that.
But anyway, I am very much of the belief that you are legally allowed to cycle down the Portobello Road, even on Market Day. And until quite recently, they even had a sign up with a bicycle in kind of blue, or whatever the good colour is, whilst the mopeds were in red, or whatever the bad colour is. So, anyone out there on a bicycle, I encourage you to get out all day, all night, up and down the Portobello Road to reclaim our street and our right to cycle up and down the
How
market.
bizarre.
Yeah, funny enough,
really
'cause
weird. Yeah,
I'm a member of this slightly peculiar Portobello Road, Portobello Market consultation group.
wow.
There's
You get yourself
20
involved in all sorts.
There's 20 of us, and we were hand picked, having applied to do it. And there's great people there. Can't remember any of their names, of course. There's Roger from the Goldborn Forum.
But
of
you know
course.
them by faces,
I
of
know
course.
them
You
by
just
face.
know them from
Kelly
Portobello
Allen
Road.
Wakelin's
Yeah.
daughter. Anyway, that is we're actually consulting on who we're going to get in to consult about the consultation. So
Are we still doing all the consultations? That was a whole big
the
thing,
whole
isn't
thing
it,
is
with
so
Labour?
meta.
But I think they're still doing the consultations of the consultations of the
Well,
consultations.
They're actually,
Even though we left Europe, whatever it
So-
was,
so-
5 years ago, we're
no,
still
there's two
consultating.
big issues.
Still
One,
doing all that bureaucracy.
they've got to do a lot of work because the flood defences, they've got to improve whatever the piping is underneath the street. And the other thing is they have to install counter-terrorism, physical counter-terrorism stuff. You know, like at Carnival at the end of Blenheim Crescent, there's a concrete barrier. Well, they need to put in the ones that pop up out of the ground, so you don't have to lug bits of concrete around. So they've got two major bits of work they've got to do. And obviously, there are loads of issues since the proliferation of takeaway outfits, street food outfits, whatever you want to call them. There's obviously loads more grease being poured down into the sewers. There's more food being thrown away. There's more rats.
Talking of rats,
Let's.
you're seeing them down by Ackland by the pop-ups.
Yeah,
And by Westway. I was just walking up in the day, and one just run right out in front of me, and I went,
amazing.
What? They're not supposed to happen in the daytime.
I ran into one when we were doing the Windrush Day. I ran into
There's a
rat,
lot down there.
and I didn't want to ruin the day by telling everyone else, so I kept it to myself.
It's the kind of thing that is a bit of a party pooper, isn't it? Mentioning they got them scuttling rats about. Yeah.
Well, we've had rats. over our way because, of course, every time they do a bit of building work,
Excavate all their homes.
disturbs the rats. So we've had them a little bit running around, but luckily I've got a very good relationship with Paul, the pest control man at the council, and he is down at the drop of a hat. So that is one bit of the council that is working. What's on, everyone? Well, we can't forget to mention Classically British, which is Mark Eli's celebration of some of the young up-and-coming and established talents in particularly Black British dance, but definitely young
My son
young
went there.
dance.
Niall went there.
Yeah.
For a few years, yeah.
No, Grace was there.
Hey.
You were at Portobello Dance.
Of course I was.
Anyway, we gave away 3 tickets last week to Portobello Dance, so I'm hoping that Love Warrior +1 and Samir will be there tonight. We haven't got any more tickets to give away because we got the question, but no one here certainly knows the answer. But get on down, 7:30 at the Tabernacle. We've had fantastic, talking of rotis, as we were earlier, we've had fantastic reviews from one of our DJs, Neville, of the rotis at the Tabernacle at the moment.
Right.
Good stuff. The
Know
grub's
that
always
I
good down there.
always have a roti when I go to the Tabernacle.
Yeah, good plan.
That is my go-to. Be a fish roti or a vegetarian. Brilliant.
There was a period actually when there was a kind of revolt by some of the punters, and I've been at the Tabernacle and loads of food was being sent back because there wasn't enough of it.
Well,
So
I was
big
going to
up-
say, Piers, the salad portion could be bigger. I just think there's really scrimped on that salad there. It's like, come on, a few more leaves, please.
Well,
tomatoes.
I would say
Tabernacle, if you're listening.
As they are, of course.
Get back down there. On other must remember events this weekend, of course, we're in the Muse Gallery. Rob Birch is here on Saturday. Is it Saturday or Sunday, Damien, that Rob's here? Sunday. He's here on Sunday, and it's a kind of inverted version of an artist talk where you come in and you talk to the artist and he just listens. So that's interesting.
It's going to be super interesting, and he's a lovely guy, so really affable.
And a good listener.
So
It was like a symposium here on the opening night.
It was. So get yourselves down, 269 Portobello Road.
And also on Sunday, it's got a big day Sunday, 6 o'clock onwards, 6 till 9:30, Loretta, Hayward, and I think the Five Shades, certainly Hammy, will be in the new pub, the new KPH.
Okay, no longer the Kensington Park
Hotel.
Hotel.
Notting Hill.
The night, brilliant.
Loretta will be in there. She's doing 2 sets. It's going to be a great night. It's an attempt to drag everyone back into the old KPH.
Wow.
She did
So
it
it's
at the
open
Quiet
now.
Night Inn.
Yeah.
So let's hope she can do it again. We'll see you down there.
Yeah, man, most definitely. It's a it's owned by a wonderful family that are also really big into their cuisine, and so apparently they do some ripping curries down there.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
I looked at the menus. It is all curries.
Amazing.
Oh,
I love
I'm
this
gonna
curry
have
and
to have a
beer.
look
I
at
mean,
that.
what else is there to have in your life? It's
What's
you know.
not to like? All right,
Wonderful.
here is Linton Kwesi Johnson.
I was walking down the road the other day when I hear a little youth man say, him say, you know see me situation, me don't have no accommodation, me have to sign on at the station at 6 in the evening, me say me life got no meaning, I just living without feeling. Still, me have to make a race, cause me come of age and me want figure real. I was walking down the road another day when I hear another youth man say, him say, God was to happen. Still, me have to make a raise, cause me come off age and me want to go real. I was walking down the road yet another day when I hear another youth man say, him say, me have to pick a pocket, take a wallet from my jacket, me have to do it real crab it, and if I lock it me have to pop it, and if I safe me have to crack it, or chop it with me hatchet. But me have to make a raise, cause me come off age and me want to go raise.
Yeah, that of course is Linton Kwesi Johnson, who in an earlier life was one of the founding members of the British Black Panthers when he was only about 16 years old. He of course is from Brixton. He was at primary school, maybe secondary. He was at Tulse Hill with
Richard Strange.
With Richard Strange,
Yeah, man.
who is once of this
Once
of this parish. He
Yeah.
actually is about to do a new show, but we'll talk about that a little more in November.
That sounds good.
We're in the middle of Black History Month, Carol, and we've got no ISIS, but you can make up for lack of ISIS by an event
I'll
that
try.
she's
I'll do
doing.
my best.
No, I meant she's got an event so that people can see her again.
Yes. So at SOAS University, Isis is going to be doing a Black History tour of Bloomsbury.
Oh.
So she's going to be it's going to be an alternative tour because, as we know, a lot of the black presence is buried and it's not expressed and it's not discussed. So
is that
going to be doing.
That's not going to be a kind of post-war black presence. That's going to be going further back in history.
I think
imagine.
so. I'm not exactly sure exactly who it's going to encompass, but I think it's looking pretty promising and exciting. As you may have known, Isis may have talked about the Black History tours that we've done in the area, where we talked about the black presence in Portobello Road and Ladbroke Grove. So this is Bloomsbury. If anyone is interested, just check on the SOAS website and put in Black History Month events, and then Isis Amlak and her walking tour will come up, and then you can register. It is limited though to 30 places, but
So get on it now.
Get on it now. So it's for SOAS people and non-SOAS people.
So, talking of Black History Month, talking of SOAS, because of course that is a school of African and Oriental Studies.
Oriental and African Studies,
or
yeah.
the other way around, yeah.
Yeah.
How, and you've been there for a little while now. Has Black History Month always been a thing at SOAS? Do you dismiss it as being contemptuously as being some kind of patronising thing? Is it a thing at SOAS? Black History Month?
I mean, I think I would say that the truth is, it's just like, there will be people every year,
I mean, you
different
must have
people.
Black historians.
that will decide that they want to put on a Black History Month, and then they will galvanise it. It is not ordinarily on the calendar per se. In terms of the events they put on, they would be kind of like pretty academic events and talks and and so on, and presentations and conferences. But Black History Month has, there have been certain years where it's really taken off. It all depends if people have capacity to put it on, and this year there were a few people that got together. There was a call that went out and said, who's interested in doing Black History Month? And then a few of us just got together and said, yep, let's do it. But it comes at a very busy time. The thing is, with university, it just hits at an incredibly busy time of the year, because students, you've got freshers, you've got the academic year starts, and it's like the
tutors and
it's
stuff.
like, and suddenly it's like you're all in with all of that. But we've done a few events that this month. I put on an event around the Earth Centre, which was looking at how Indigenous knowledge, talking of Indigenous knowledge, how that can support with mental health, because we know there's a mental health crisis in society, and you see that in universities as well. So somebody from the Earth Centre, the head of the temple, came and talked about the Dogons and the traditional teachings. That was really good. So I helped to put that on. ISIS will be doing a walking tour, and then there's also a variety of different other events as well that's been going on. Yeah,
Great.
But I don't think we would dismiss it as being apart from said, it is obviously, it's contentious in the sense of, how can you have a Black History Month? Because Black history is everyone's history.
Yeah.
So this idea of compartmentalising it and saying it's just one, it's just for Black people. Two, it's just a month, when Black history is embedded in all of this, is a moot point. But
I guess it's some way of bringing the black cultures to the fore for a little while, and hopefully you're right. In a few years' time, we won't have to bother with this, because it will just be part of the mainstream, as it always should have been.
It should have been, but as we know at the moment in the mainstream, we're fighting to keep even poor Mary Seacole on the curriculum. You know what I mean? So Mary's been flying the flag for Black history for years, and then there was a kind of a movement. There's been a movement of let's remove what about Florence? We've had the what about Florence Nightingale? Really? Yeah. That was all kind of like bubbling up a couple of years ago, So it's like, if you have to fight for a Mary,
I thought Florence had been discredited as a kind of
recently, yes,
anti-Semite, racist. Wasn't really that good at hygiene.
She is now, but at that point it was like, but. Yeah, so there's a lot of work that needs to be done in the curriculum, because students they come to SOAS because they say, one of the things I hear is, we didn't learn about Black history, or we didn't learn about colonialism. That's a big one. We didn't learn about imperialism. We just kind of like learned this kind of like whitewashed version of events, and Well, there was slavery, and then there was William Wilberforce.
Yeah, well,
and he saved the day.
That's why they try and keep you on the Tudors and Stuarts for as long as possible.
And they muck up history as well.
Actually, the Stuarts were bang at it when it came to the slavery. Tudors, not so much. They just kind of kicked it off.
Yeah.
We're going to come back, and we've got to talk about what we're doing this weekend.
Oh yeah, we've got an exciting weekend.
Whatever is may or may not be happening in the area.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some stories on next door which we don't really want to talk about, but if you are interested in dark dealings in the neighbourhood.
And people with neurologically challenged brains, yeah.
You had something you wanted to talk about in Westminster that's going on, the social value thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Since the takeover of Westminster City Council by the left,
the Labour Party.
The Labour Party indeed took control of that
Two
one.
different things.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, they are actually. You're right. Let's not go there.
We're not.
However, the new councillors up at Westminster City Hall have decided that there needs to be lots more social value associated with those big industrial companies that have always had residents in their borough. And so they have started to push the program of social value right out there. And any big company who has a big property in the city of Westminster, which is pretty much most of the multi-conglomerates in the universe, now has to give a certain amount back to the community.
Does that mean money, or does that giving the workers a day off to go and clean up the canal?
Oh, wow, I like that one. The workers' day off cleaning up the canal thing. That would work. Not that they've got a canal in Westminster,
Well,
but...
they do. So
I suppose they do. Yeah. There's a little bit at the top here, yeah. Yes, yeah. No, I believe it's more about trying to encourage kids to get involved with various social activities. And then they're, funding it, /backing it, /giving the time. But yeah, there's lots of stuff going on out there.
Put your money where your mouth is. We, of course, funnily enough, in Silchester, we've been having meetings this week with Equans, who's the company who's been hired to do the £48 million refurbishment of our towers.
Wow.
Bet you wish you'd done a bit of work 10 years ago, RBKC.
Well, yeah, hello. And I hope there's no cladding involved.
But we're spending a lot of time trying to persuade them that they need to start hiring local people, training up local people to work on the towers, and indeed just putting their hands in their pockets, getting it out and handing it over.
Yeah, man.
We haven't got time to play a record and come back. We've got a fantastic weekend's shows lined up.
We have got some Mentaloid stuff coming through, man.
We've got on Resistance Street, our friends from Clash Fans Against the Right released their movie in Belfast this week.
Yeah, man.
We are replaying the movie special at midday on Sunday.
Brilliant, absolutely superb.
We have a fantastic Saturday session, Sunday Rewind.
Yeah, man, it's a proper
it's 2
roadblock,
o'clock.
man.
Janice V, she was one of the originals at Kiss FM.
Yeah, when Kiss FM was brilliant.
Yeah, we got 3. She does Second Generation, which... looks at being second generation in this country and the music she plays.
Absolutely.
3 o'clock we have Liam Tuke, the original Soul Boy.
Yeah, man.
4 o'clock we have a special, Trini and Tobago special.
Yeah, man.
We have Pandiva with Etienne Charles.
The most incredible Etienne Charles.
The legendary jazz trumpeter from Trini/New York City.
Yeah.
Played in the park at Carnival in the Park.
Yeah.
That is going to be
we
really
managed to bag an interview with him. It's a 25-minute interview. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But we will be interspersing that with jazz and soca and calypso.
And one particularly odd selection.
Oh,
anyway,
to find out.
5 o'clock
absolutely.
we have, talking of Carnival, we have Nick Manassas, the dub legend, his set all on vinyl. Oh no, it wasn't on vinyl, he didn't, sorry, I'll take that back. All on CD.
Yeah.
He did Grove Survivors, he did Grove Dub, he's worked with Ernest Wranglin, he's worked with everybody.
He has, he's brilliant. Absolutely
That's
superb.
at 5. 6 o'clock, Sarah Walcott's Detention. 7 o'clock, Nice House on
Portobello begins, man, with Sam T. Richardson, indeed, absolutely.
This show repeats tomorrow at midday, 10 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
Carol, thank you so much for joining us.
It's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
We haven't
I've
missed
enjoyed
Isis
it
at all.
I've really enjoyed it. Please have me back, and I promise to get better with my timekeeping and just make sure,
It's a busy
time.
Really,
it is. Yeah, I've
it's
loved
a busy
it.
time
Thank
for the
you.
woke literati in academia.
I'm telling you, it really is. It is, without mentioning what we should. Yeah. But thanks ever so much, Portobello Radio, and just thank you for the great job that you do. Because it's so good,
it's good fun.
Well,
it really comes across. It is really good fun, and hope to see you again and be with you again.
Definitely.
Bye-bye.
Definitely.
Don't forget to keep using local facilities like Lola's African dolls.
Yeah, man. And
like Christina's doubles and rotis.
Absolutely, and the candle from
Ad Luna.
Ad Luna, indeed. Yeah, man. All of that from round these ends.
Don't forget to come to the Native Spirit Film Festival right here at the Muse. Next week. Starting Monday, 6 p.m.
It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be
running through
superb.
till the weekend.
Yeah, man.
Let's Wade in the Water. This, as many of you will know, it's a song This one's by Mylena Shaw, but Let's Wade in the Water actually referred to the Underground Railroad, and when people were running to escape enslavement in the South, the word was wade in the water because the dogs couldn't find you.
Lovely. Have a very good weekend, guys and girls. Thank you, everybody out there, for listening to us and all our lovely mates and family. And we'll catch up with you guys very, very soon.
Let's wade in the water. Wade in the water. Listen to me now. Wade in the water. I want to know that you're mine because the water's so fine. Hear me now, hear me now. Wade in the water. I mean, wade in the water. Listen to me now. Wade, stay in the water. I want to know that you're mine. The water's so fine. You know, baby, that you got me uptight because your brand of loving feels so right. I'm like a ship in a stormy sea. Let's wade in the water, daddy, rescue me. You got me sailing from midnight till dawn. You know you got me drifting so I can't carry on. You are the best fish that I have found. Let's wade in the water, daddy, don't let me drown. I mean, let's wade. Hey now, wade. Don't be afraid and wade. I wanna know that you're mine, 'cause the water's so fine. Now when the water's calm and everything is right, ain't no catfish gonna make us hide. Hold your sails to the wind and keep your ship in gear, 'cause if we sail together we got nothing to fear. You threw me your line and now you know I'm your bait. You got me hook, line and sinker, daddy, let them other fish wait. Call me fin flopping mama who's learning to float. Hold on, captain, you are rocking the boat. I need your power, it's really out of sight. Let's wade in the water where everything is right. Don't let our love sink, let it float like a tree. Our love can be as great as the deep blue sea. Folks don't understand what we got going. Don't let them make waves, let's keep the stream flowing. I need a big ship and a yacht won't do. I wanna wade in the water and be closer to you. I need a wade. Hey now, do you hear me, baby? Wade in the water one time, wade. I wanna know that you're mine because the water's so fine. Let's take it easy, baby. That's the only way. I'll do any old thing that you say. You gotta admit it. You know you went and did it. You can't quit it, baby. Just forget it. Everything's gonna be alright. The water's gonna make you feel untied. Let's wait, let's wait, let's wait. I like it like that. Easy, baby. Take it easy now. Oh, the water's mine. Come on in and throw me your line. Oh, now. Take it easy, baby.
Local radio for local people.